Is it on? Okay, this is the Tech Math, shoot, I set up. Is Tech Math Parent Teacher Conference video that, about our robots. We're gonna talk about the math we did, what our favorite thing was, and stuff like that. So, by the way, I'm Ariel.
I'm Hannah.
And we will show you what our robot, Bartholomew Jones Jr., does. We call him Bart for short. So a little bit about him is you can program him to do things like, I'll read you the ones we have right now. Line tracking, two different ones in line tracking. The maze, we have like this challenge and we call it the maze. Me and Hannah started on that. And then we have sound control, swing turn, point turn, backwards left, left turn, backwards, forward, return. And then there's the demo too. That's pretty cool if you want to watch that, but we've showed it quite a few times in the videos we do, which Hannah can talk about next.
So basically our robot is an NXT and it comes with little sections that you do. There's clap on, clap off, wheels and distance, just a bunch of different chapters like that. And every chapter or so, like the middle of the chapter or at the end of the chapter, we do a little video and we show what we did with the robot. We just finished frequency and amplitude. That was a really quick one. Just talking about sound waves.
Basically, yeah, the sound sensor here. If we press the play button on the computer, it would play different sounds with different frequency and amplitude. So that's what we tested on this last one.
And the chapter we're on now is called Follow the Guidelines, and it uses this light sensor to tell from light to dark, and that is how you get it to do the maze, technically, because the maze, it's on black tape. That's the only way you'll get the light sensor to work.
Actually, we can almost do that now because it's in here, but.
We could, yeah. We'll show that a little bit later. Now, Ariel's going to talk a little bit about the math that we did.
So there's this character, say in a couple of the videos that we watched, and her name is Dr. Turner, and she has all these hypotheses and stuff like that. And one of them is like, what's one? The theoretical measurement subtracted by minus from the actual measurement over the theoretical. If you take that and then take it times 100, that's the error percentage you get. And then there's finding circumference, which is pi times diameter. And finding the diameter, when we did that, we had to use cords and tie it to a piece of string and stuff like that. There was another one, Hannah.
Did you talk about the
circumference, finding the diameter with cords? Then there was another hypothesis she had. Well, anyway, we had to do quite a bit of math in here, because then we had to find how much how many degrees to set the robot to turn so many degrees in a circle, or it's called a trace circle. We would hook a marker to the back right here, and it'd grow in a circle like this, which is a trace circle.
The other hypothesis Ariel was talking about earlier was the angle turned over a full circle equals distance traveled by wheel over the circumference of the trace circle. That hypothesis, I would probably say, took us the longest. We did have a couple malfunctions with the marker.
Well, you only have so many measurements at a time. So then, once you figure out those measurements, you have to go and find the definitions of the other measurements and find those too. So that did take the longest, because then with that theoretical measurement, minus the actual measurement over the theoretical, we're actually doing that in math, like in algebra, so it's kind of easy.
Now we're going to talk about our favorite things. Tech math is only one semester.
Sadly.
Yeah. But even though it's only one semester, I mean, we've gotten a lot done in this first quarter, and I'd have to say my favorite thing is probably the teamwork and the collaboration that we put into it.
What's your favorite lesson you did?
My favorite lesson was clap on, clap off. I like the sound sensor, and Ariel and I, we kind of do like a stop and go thing. So we just like talked the whole time and watched the robot go crazy. Ariel, what was your favorite thing?
Mine was clap on, clap off too. I have it set up almost now. But yes, this unit we're doing teaches us a lot of teamwork. I'll put this on the floor so we can show you what we mean by having fun with it.
Go. Stop.
Go.
Stop. Go. Stop. 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 He's not the best listener in the world.
But it's fun.
Now we're gonna make him go back to Ariel, and Ariel's gonna show you the other stuff he can do.
Come here, Bart. So that was just the sound sensor. Then there's, we can't do the line stuff because you can go with the tape, but there is really cool stuff in here. I'll just show you swing turn, for example. That is when the front, I call it a swing turn. Computer told us to, but I think it's a swing turn because the front swings around like so. That will stop in a minute, I think. Yes. I wasn't sure if we had it programmed to, because you can change it so it keeps going around and around and around. Here's point turn. I think it's called point turn because part of the robot stays in the same spot. Well, on swing turn it did too, but I mean like both wheels move. So that's a little bit of that one. Or I could just tell you the basics, like our wheels make a move. Then we have the motors, the cords to make everything do what it's doing. And then all these Lego parts. Hannah had a couple over here. It's just like little things like this.
I think not only is this a fun class to do, but I think the teachers are really great. They teach you how to do it, but then they also help you understand it better, which is kind of the role of the teachers, but they do it a lot better. I mean, and I think it's kind of hard for them because they do have to deal with a loud class at times, but they're putting some of the two hardest things together, technology and math, and they're putting it together and they're combining it into one thing. So,
out of the entire school year, I'm pretty sure this is the funnest class.
yeah, even though it's only the first quarter.
Well, yeah, but I guess we have almost the same classes.
Yeah.
Next year we have gym and keyboarding. I still think this is the funnest.
Well, we have to wrap it up, and Ariel?
So, thanks for listening. And now it's time to say bye.